All right, so this is a kind of a tutorial and an encouragement for you to make your own skateboard risers. So I've been experimenting with this for a while. I don't really make that much money, and at least when I was working, I did not make that much money as a correctional officer. Because of my mental health, I retired early. My wife went to work, and she makes $1 less an hour than I made. So things are a little tight. So I started looking at how to make my own riser pads. I know riser pads are not that expensive. However, it is something that you do have to buy, and the less I have to buy, the more I can concentrate my money on better things like nicer trucks, better wheels, better decks, whatever. And also, I mean, some of the risers that I want, like eventually I want to get some Grind King locker trucks, and those are a little bit different. They need a little bit larger riser. They need a riser with a slot in them so that you can adjust your wheelbase. And the Little John slop jar risers that Jason Dagner uses, they're not cheap. Last time I think I was looking, they're about $14 a pair. I don't have 14, if I'm going to spend $14, it's going to be for, bearings or something like that. Because I know that reds right now are about $15 at the skate shop. So I'd rather put my money towards that than risers. That's one of the other reasons why I want to make these risers, because since the Grind King locker is a new thing and their base plate is larger than normal, they need a larger than normal riser pad. So I live in a military town. People move in and out all the time, and they put everything out next to the road. So pickings, I mean, there's good pickings for all kinds of things I can pick up, including things that are plastic. I mean, over here, I just made this rail from things that I picked up on the side of the road. This is a bed frame, very heavy duty, solid wood bed frame that I put together for free. This is electrical conduit that I picked up that somebody threw out. So, I mean, there's all kinds of opportunities to make your own stuff. And so, now, these were from a laundry hamper. And not only are they really thin, they're nice and flexible, but they would crack easily and come apart. So I had to stop using that. But what we have here, this is a kitchen trash can that was thrown out. Very tough material, will not crack or break anytime soon. And then this 5-gallon bucket. You can get 5-gallon buckets that are thrown out, clean them up, whatever. You get them in all kinds of colors. They come in orange, green, blue, white, red. So easy to find a 5-gallon bucket. And even though that it's curved, once you clamp it to the board, it's going to straighten out anyways. But anyways, you're going to need something to cut them out with, things to mark with, measuring devices, whatever. I'm using a set of old aviation snips to cut out my materials. I always round the corners I cut an angle and then I round it with a orbital palm sander to get them smooth. That way there's no stress cracks or anything. You need drill bits, drill. I got this nice wide one that I use for the lightning holes. The lightning holes are not absolutely necessary, but most risers have some kind of lightning hole in them. So I think that's, I think that's a good thing. You want your board as light as possible. So anyways, I like to tape them together, several of them together at a time, so I don't have to drill each and every one of them. As you can see, I did slots. What I did was I drilled each end of the slot, and then what I would do, step back a little bit, buddy. Yeah, I've got my 10-year-old son doing the filming here. He's learning how to film. We've already had one take that didn't quite go because he wasn't focusing on what I was doing. But anyways, you drill this part, the two ends. You clamp it here, put your drill bit in the top end, and then you push down, and it will cut through all of that just like a router bit. It takes a little bit, but it's not that difficult. And then just widen it out a little bit. Works quite well. And then I just clean up all the mess with a box cutter. Clean it up, clean the edges. Kind of, sometimes I have to use the palm sander to sand it a little bit. And that's it. Bob's your uncle. You have free riser pads. So that's just what I wanted to show you and encourage you to do. And I think I was going to say that one of the things I like about these riser pads is they are thinner than 1/4 inch usually. You normally get riser pads in 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, and 3/8 inch. I think this is 1/8 inch, and it's even thinner than that. So if you had several different colors, you could mix and match. Let me show you on this board right here. You can see that I have kind of mixed a little bit. There's like 2 of the red ones, 1 of the white ones, and then I've got a is it an 1/8 inch? I think it's a 1/4 inch shock pad under there. I'm an old man. My knees, my ankles need softer stuff, so I've been using softer wheels, and then I have shock pads on my trucks to help with the vibration. But I like that. I like how thin it is, so that I can stack it to just as much as I want. And I can put several different colors together to make it kind of pretty. Now, none of this is perfect. As you can see, it's not perfectly symmetrical. The corners are not perfect, but these are workable. And I'm sure if you wanted to work on them long enough, you could get them very close to perfect. I'm not like that. I just make sure that they're usable, workable, and that's about as much as I deal with, because skateboards, they get all scrubbed up. They get, things scrubbed off. As soon as you use a deck, it's all scraped up. So I don't see where a riser pad has to be perfect. Anyways, hopefully you'll get out there and do things like this for yourself, save yourself a little bit of money. So that's it. God bless you. Peace out.